Hello, I'm Mandy and this is my channel Make It So. So welcome back if you've watched me before, and if you're new here I hope you enjoy my content. Today I'm going to be telling you all about the things I've been making this week, and as the title suggests on my thumbnail, it's sweater weather. I've been making quite a few tops that are suitable for this chilly weather, although if you're like me in the UK, you've probably had one day where you've got a full coat and fluffy socks on, and then the next day you're wearing a t-shirt. The weather just can't make its mind up at the moment. So I've only been doing a few sewing socials this week. I went to, or say last week as well, my charity sewing group this week. I went today. It's Thursday at the moment, so I'm a bit late with my video this week. And I also went to a couple of virtual sewing room sessions, so that was really good to see everybody again, because I weren't able to attend quite a few of them over the last month, so it's been really good to catch up with everybody. So make wise, I've made 4 tops this week, which I'm really chuffed with. But the first one I'm going to show you, because I always want to be honest with you, is actually I failed on it. I say fail because it's something I've tried before and I'm not quite good at the technique yet, so I need to get better. And when I talk you through it, if you've got any ideas where I can do a fail-safe V-neck, please let me know, because 2 times I've done this now, one on the Carly dress with the Sew Over It Carly dress, and now this one. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the pattern I showed you that I got last week, which is the Keep It Simple Babe t-shirt or top, and it's by Pattern Emporium. And what I like about this is you've got 9 different necklines and 6 different sleeve versions, as well as all these different, you can see on here. I thought, right, I'm going to go for the V-neck first of all, because that is the sort of top that I wear on a daily basis. And so I went for long sleeves and a V-neck. And this is some lovely fabric I got from Eleanor, who is part of Surrey Sews, and also she's on Virtual Sewing Room, and she kindly gifted it to me when I saw her at the Surrey Sews I went to. So I thought I'd use that. I had quite a lot of it, so I'm going to actually extend this make, but you'll see if I show you right up to the camera, that is what happened. And when you see the pictures, you'll see the neckline stretched out as well. When you're doing the V-neck, they want you to snip into it up to the sewing line and then add your neckline onto it. And I had to unpick it because the first time I did it, it didn't go very well. And I think what happened was, because I was manhandling it a bit too much, the actual neckline stretched out. So it is a little bit of a fail for me, and I really want to perfect that because I like this style top. And I decided, because it's a slight fail on my part, that I'm going to make the rest into a pair of pyjama bottoms and have this as a snuggly pyjama set, because I just like it. I love the fabric, so I don't want to waste it, and I'll just be too conscious of that, and I don't think there's any way I can come back from repairing it. So I did cuffs on there as well, and like I said, the long sleeves, I made it in a size 16, and I think I could have possibly sized down because it's stretch. So another pair of pyjamas are coming out of this, so it's not a total waste of time. But if you have got any fail-safe tips on how to do a V-neck, I've seen a couple of tutorials since where they don't even snip into that, so there's no problem with it stretching out, but I'm not sure how you do it otherwise to get the nice V shape. So if you've got any ideas, let me know on that one in the comments below. So that was my slight fail, and I'd already been trying to do a test, and I can't say what I was testing because it hasn't been launched yet, but unfortunately there was so many layers for this testing pattern I was doing that in the end my Bonina just said, no, I'm not happy with this, and it kept getting stuck. The cogs kept whirring on my screen, and the silly thing was the needles never broke. So I just thought, if I keep trying with this, I really did persevere, but I don't want to break my machine, so I had to call it a day. Unfortunately, I can't show you that. So after that, I really needed a pattern that I thought would work, because I'd had those two things go wrong, and I love sewing. I didn't want it to put me off again. So I had something really good come into my inbox, and that was the brand new pattern from my Handmade wardrobe, as I'm now part of the Weekend Sewing Club. So they had a pattern called Sweater Weather, which is why I thought I'd call the video Sweater Weather, because I've made a couple. And the first one I made was with Christmas in mind, because I know I can get away with it now, hopefully, mentioning Christmas, but I have got some Christmas functions right at the beginning of December, so I do try to wait till December before I make lots of Christmassy things, but I couldn't because I needed a top to go out with. So the first one I did was this one, and it's in a fabric I bought from Knighton Fabrics last year, never got around to using it. It's a French terry type fabric, and it's like William Morris, so I really like this one. I thought it was really pretty, and obviously I'll put some pictures in there for you to see. And then I had a label from Cozy Club Handmade, and it says, "This belongs to someone naughty nice," and I ticked under review, or I didn't tick it, it was already there, but I thought, yep, I'm under review. I don't know if I've been naughty or nice yet, and whether I'll get any presents for Christmas, so I really like that. This one I actually used because it has two sleeve patterns. It's such a quick make. It didn't take me longer than, I think it was like 3 hours from start to finish, and I was lucky to attend a sew along. Sarah actually does a sew along as part of the Weekend Sewing Club, so I picked up so many tips from her on my overlocker and how to do certain things like finishing off your row of stitching. So it was really good. It was educational as well as enjoyable, and I found it quite inspirational as well, which is why I made the second one I'll show you in a minute. But yes, it has two different sleeve types. It's a unisex pattern, so I actually made it in a size medium, and I thought that the sleeves would be too long, so I did the bell sleeves, but I actually took off 2 inches before I then gathered it and put the cuffs on. But I really like this one. I think I've said it's in a size medium. I apologise, I recorded all this video and my camera decided to go silly again, so I've had to redo it all. Which is just what you need when you're trying to get a video out to everybody, because you know that you're a bit late doing it in the first place. But I really love this, and it is so comfortable. I haven't worn it out yet for obvious reasons, but I'm hoping to wear this with a nice pair of trousers for my Christmas lunch that I'm doing at the beginning of December. So that's the first one I did. And then I'm just going to move my hair out of the way because it does like to get in the front all the time, long hair problems. I made this one. I was really inspired after doing the other one, and I thought I'd like to make another one straight away. And I had this lovely French terry fabric. A friend of mine from Charity Group had bought me in a forgotten fabric sale that I think it was in May, because I went to the last one in August. But she found this and she sent me a photo of it and said, "Would you like this?" And I'm like, "It's sewing themed, yes please." But I didn't have quite enough to do the whole sweater, but I think that would have been a bit too busy. So I'm glad that I had just enough to do the front and back, and I have got a few scraps actually. So I found that I had not enough black Ponte that I was hoping to use when I first saw this, and I found I had this lovely burgundy colour, and I think I bought this from Legend Textiles, but my Stash Hub entering data is not very good at the moment, and I keep forgetting to put details on there, so when I tell you what I've been buying and where from, I can't remember. So anyway, I done normal sleeves with this one. I left the length as is on the pattern with the cuffs on the end, and I think actually I could have got away with leaving the bell sleeves the same, because it would have ruched it up a lot more, and I think that would have looked really nice. So I absolutely love this version as well, and you will see lots of pictures of the different tops I've made as I'm talking. And that was it for that one. but I absolutely love this pattern. Sarah's made a really nice one. She said about the neckline or the neckband being quite high up, and I do like that because I like to be kept warm in the winter. And I can't wait to make another one. I've actually been inspired to look at my scraps of Ponte, so that will be coming hopefully next week, because I'd like to make one with all my scraps, so it might be a bit stripy in places. We will see. I'll see how that goes. So the final pattern I did, and I always had the intention of using this fabric for this pattern, is another Sew House 7 toaster sweater. I always make this in an XL, and I don't add any length to anything because everything is nice and long. You've got these really long cuffs you'll just about make out hopefully. But this fabric is another French terry from Little Legs Fabrics. Unfortunately, they haven't got this available at the moment. I don't know whether they will get some more in because it has proved very popular, but they do have the cotton poplin base in it. But it's called Christmas Villages, and I did the cuffs and the neckband and the hemband all in the same fabric because I wanted this one to be busy. It's a Christmas top at the end of the day, and it is so comfortable. Again, this fabric is absolutely lovely. It has a really nice soft feel to it, so I really like that one as well. So I now have 2 Christmas tops already and another couple of sweater tops, so very happy with that one. So that's what I've made this week. Plans, well, I'm off to Walpole tomorrow to see the lovely ladies there at my sewing social, and then I'm off shopping with a friend for Christmas shopping on Saturday, and then I'm working Sunday during the day and also Monday night, so I won't really get back in here until Tuesday. So my plans aren't that drastic because I don't think I'm going to have much time to do anything, but I have started this advent calendar I got in the sale last year. It's Threaders, and I thought it was going to be quite a quick make, but it's actually proved me wrong. You have all these, it's a massive calendar, which is why I'm not going to show you till it's finished, but it's got all these individual squares that you cut out, and you have to press over each edge, and it's got a cream border on it, so you have to make sure that doesn't show. Then you top stitch each pocket individually, so that's 24 pockets, and then you have to attach them to the actual main fabric where the square represents the number, and go all around them top stitching as well. So it's quite a long make, and then you have to put wadding in between that and the backing fabric and quilt that as well, and then finally get your little tabs on and you're done. So I'm hoping to get this done by the 1st of December because I thought it'd be nice to fill it with some treats for me. So we'll see. The only thing that's come into my room this week, I forgot to mention this, and I don't know how because I'm so excited about this, is my Adam Sews advent calendar. And I have had a little peek inside because I know that someone somewhere has got a golden ticket, and if it's anything as thoughtful as what he's done for the advent calendar, I reckon it will be a really lovely prize. So whoever that is, good luck. So that was it really, and another make I'm planning to do, besides the sweater weather and my advent calendar, is, oh, it's quite heavy, using this lovely fabric I got a couple of years ago in the So Confident Autumn Winter 23 capsule wardrobe box, and my husband went up in the loft and got it for me. It's this one, it's a wool fabric, and I want to make the Tessuti Oslo coat, because I wasn't keen on the pattern that came with this because of how the collar and everything was. I want something that's going to go round me, not have gaps, because then I need a massive scarf otherwise. So I'm hoping to start cutting this one out as well, and I think I'll probably have to overlock a lot of it to make sure it doesn't fray if I do leave it for a little while. But that is what I'm planning. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I think there's a hype button somewhere. I still haven't got the hang of it, but if you could give me a hype to get my video up there somewhere, that would be great. And if you can find some time to sew this week, make it so. Bye.